Oh well, good evening everybody. Well, game's just finished. Probably not the result us Lions fans wanted. A 22, um, 23 defeat to the Highlanders. A game should have won. Oh, geez, it's getting hard. Right, so the Lions did start with a complete different team that started against the Crusaders. 15 changes. Um, Started as in a roar this game. First 10 minutes, the ball just was in play the whole time. Hardly a stop. It was looking like it was going to be a ferocious game, end-to-end game at the start, which led up to a penalty to the Highlanders. Then Reece Webb had a awesome snipe down the sideline, popped it in, but unfortunately, again, ball handling, and there was a few chances in the first half. Ball handling did let the Lions down again. It just gets really disappointing on seeing this ball retention. Yeah, CJ Stander got pinged a few times for holding on around the ruck, but as you say, he did make up in other places around the game. Turnovers, fantastic tackling, ball run-ups, sort of were just amazing. On the other hand, with the Highlanders, Figatoa, yeah, he was a rock again. Played well, moved around, had Joseph chasing him a few times. Waisaki Naholo scored the opening try. A long build up from the Highlanders, which did result in a cracking try. Problem for the Lions, unfortunately, was that Courtney Lawes got his head in the wrong place, took a pretty nasty hit to the head, and yeah, went off for a concussion test, never came back. So not looking too good for Courtney Lawes at this point. Other good things in the first, yeah, as you said, there was Reece Webb did go over the line. Again, one of those 50-50 calls now. I do personally think they should have given it. They gave Sonny Bill Williams and the Blues their try. And yeah, you just got to think, it was hand. There still was left hand on it. But, referee's got a rule, as they say, and it was only one look from the TMO. So they ruled that one out. And then, yeah, Waisaki Natolo's try. And then, which a little while later, on 30th minute mark, Jonathan Joseph hit back with a beautiful try, put the gas down, held pass, and then yeah, just gassed it to the line. Too much pace. He went over, but again, handling errors. It was about 7-8-4, about 35th minute. But yeah, as you say, handling errors just crept in and really did keep the Lions, keep the Highlanders in the game, I thought. So yeah, so half time 10-all. So yeah, the pace of the game was just unreal at this point. So it was just who or how it's going to hold on in the second half. Yeah, as you say, Courtney Lawes came off. Alwyn Jones came on for him and played well. Second half, wow, couldn't have started any better for the Lions. A cross kick by Lini Sapwanga, and a great read from Tony Seymour. You got to make those calls. It's either pays off or it doesn't pay off. He jumped, took it, and then a clear run to the line and try and conversion. So 15-10 at that point. Dan Biggers missed a penalty touch, which that's big time guilty. Missed that, and yeah, at that point the Highlanders came back and got a penalty, brought it back to 15-13, and then back down the other end it was end to end, and then Sam Warburton on the 35th minute scored a beautiful try under the post, a pick and go, probably 10-11 phases leading up to that, and then yeah, just really good pick and go under the post, conversion 13-22. At this point it was looking good for the Lions. They were really putting the Highlanders under pressure, but unfortunately once again penalty after penalty after penalty. They pushed away the first one, the driving line out for the Highlanders, got a penalty, got down there and didn't find the touch, then gave another penalty away, and then down they came. At this point the Lions had got a warning. You could hear that Sam Warburton said had been given the warning, and then back down Muddy Banks right up to the touch line, corner post, and then they set the same thing again, drive them all, and then try to Liam Cotman. So that brought it back to 20-22. Farrell came on. Biggers went off with an injury, had a chance for a penalty, missed that. And then, yeah, more penalties, and a really big play when the Lions scrum got dominated in their own 22, which led to a Marty Banks penalty, which put them 23-22 ahead. Elliot Daly had a long-range kick, which was just over the 50-metre mark, which was quite funny. Then the Highlanders were all bitching and moaning and pointing, and yeah, they got to move back another 5 metres. And then his penalty kick, just fell under the crossbar. How crucial was that, eh? How crucial was that? So he missed it, and then yeah, near the end of the game, the Highlanders gave away a penalty, line out, drive, and then unfortunately, was it Jonathan Joseph drops the ball, and that's the end of the game, eh? So yeah, in reflection, again, disappointment, another loss, second one on tour. I still think the team that will be put out on the weekend will be better than this. There's still loads of players. I mean, Halfpenny and George North have only played one game. Farrell hasn't. He's only started one. So yeah, I think there's huge room for improvement. Again, I think the referee was a bit friendly to the Highlanders tonight. Yeah. So, but again, it goes down as a loss, and that's pretty much all that matters. So yeah, great win for the Highlanders tonight. 22-23, 23-22 to the Highlanders. So moving on to the New Zealand Maoris, we'll have a look at the teams later on in the week. But yeah, so keep on subscribing, keep liking, and put your comments down, say what you think about this, and yeah, we'll speak again soon. So from me, have a very good night.